Hi, I'm Mike Wilson, and I'm running for re-election to the state senate. I've been serving there 8 years. A little bit about me was I moved to Warren County about 25 years ago. Never dreamed I would live in Bowling Green, Kentucky, because all my family's from North Mississippi, and I grew up actually in Memphis, Tennessee, and of course served about 8 years in the United States Marine Corps, a little bit over because I extended with my unit to go overseas tour. And then got out, went to school on GI Bill, and once I got, situated, I guess you could say, moved and thought I was moving to Nashville, Tennessee. I stayed with my aunt and uncle in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and my grandmother had lived here. I always loved visiting Kentucky as a kid growing up, but never dreamed I'd live here. So we were commuting back and forth, and make a long story short, I never left Bowling Green, and I'm glad I didn't. And I remember telling my youngest son when we were driving around one day, I said, I've lived a lot of places, been stationed on the East Coast, West Coast, been all over the world, but I've never lived anywhere that I enjoyed more than Bowling Green, Kentucky. And of course, I never dreamed of running for political office, but I served at the Christian Family Radio for about 20 years. I was general manager there. Did a lot of interviews. People kept telling me, you should run for office. And I was like, no. And we finally, through prayer, decided to do that, threw my hat in the ring, won a three-way primary, and then beat the incumbent. And I've been there 8 years. And it's something after 2 years, it kind of takes 2 years to get your feet under you. And I was appointed as the chairman of the Education Committee. And so I served there for 5 years. And then last year, my colleagues elected me to a position of leadership, which is the Senate Majority Whip. And now what that does for our community, it puts me at the table for all major decisions. I am at the table to decide what goes to which committee, and then once it gets passed out of committee, I decide with the group of leadership what actually gets voted on the Senate floor. And then in final negotiations, I'm part of that final negotiation team for the budget and also the road plan. I was there for the pension plan, and my goal was to save the pensions, not to take it away, and that's what we tried to do. Also, I think for the budget, when you look at it, I've really done a lot, to help try and protect education, funding it at the record level this year per pupil funding. Also, when we look at the Western Kentucky universities, my university, and one of the things that I did there, I was able to get the equalization funding that they were not going to give us. There was one person for Northern Kentucky stood up, and I stood up out of a room full of us that were negotiating, and we were able to get that funding, and also all the projects restored for them. And so I'm there, and I'm at the table fighting. A freshman senator will not have that position. It will take them 2 years to even find the bathroom, so to speak, up there. And they will not be a chairman, and they will not be in leadership. And so I'm here fighting for our community, for our state. I think that we've done some great things. What we've done for our conservative economic policies is really moving our state forward. What we did, we led to over $9 billion worth of investment, capital investment into our state with new companies coming here and also expanding and creating new jobs, over 17,000. That was just in 2017. And we're still on a roll. We now have the lowest unemployment we've had in 42 years. It's pretty amazing. And one of the things that I want to tackle this next time around is continue to work on education that will help our kids get the skills they need to fill the jobs. Because in our area, we have 6,500 open jobs that need high-skilled, high-wage people to work, but our people don't have the skills. Our kids are graduating high school, graduating college without these skills. And so I want to work on those career pathways to make sure our kids have great jobs, that they can stay right here in our community and have a viable income and life and don't have to move out of state. Also, one of the things we did was tax reform, and that's already leading to increased revenues. Last month it was 4.4%, and that is record for us, and we see those things coming up like that. We want to do something with our tax code similar to what Tennessee's done. It took Tennessee to get to the place they are 14 years to be without an income tax. And we want to eventually do away with the income tax so that we are not taking that money away from people. We're putting it into their pockets, because when they have more money in their pockets, they have more money to save, to spend, to invest, to pay for children's education, and all of those things. And that's our goal. And it's going to take us gradually getting there. And we've made the first step. So I want to continue to work on those things as your state senator. And come up November 6th, I would appreciate your vote for re-election. I'm Mike Wilson. Thank you so much.